Alright, in order to measure the size of the knob I'm going to need to make, I went ahead and took it off, took one of them knobs off, and I measured it. It turned out it was 785.7850 exactly, and that turns out to be probably, I think, exactly 20 millimeters. So I need to make the new knobs where they're going to look like dice, like similar to what I have here. I'm going to make up here. Actually, the ones up here are going to be even a little bit bigger than the ones I got back there. These up here are going to be 20 millimeters. Those are 5/8 of an inch. But anyway, that's my next project for the seemingly never-ending ES335 modifications. I don't think I can think of anything else to do after this. I made some dice blanks out of aluminum on the mill at work on my brake. They're 17 millimeters square. They're all milled off, and I'm going to put dice patterns on them, and I'm going to mount them on my guitar tuning pegs. It'll take a while to get all the little marks drilled in them and to get them through drilled for the bolt that holds it on. And upon further and closer examination of the guitar's headstock area, I realized that I was going to have to make flat-sided holes in these. So what I plan on doing, if I can get away with it, is right here in the middle of the 3, I'm going to use a 1/8 inch end mill, and I'm going to plunge it about 13/64 deep into this hole on the one side of it, on one side of that hole, and then I'm going to run the end mill across to the other side of the hole, and then that'll give me a flat-sided hole that I need for the key up there. In order for it to grip, it has flats on it, so when you turn it, the flats grip. You know, I neglected to think about that until just now. But I thought, I went and got the measuring device and measured the width of it and realized it was exactly 1/8 of an inch. So this hole's a little bit bigger than that. What I can do is just stick it in one side of the hole, run it across, and that'll give me my flat-sided hole that I need. After some careful thought and consideration, I realized that I didn't have to mill those fancy slots I was talking about. So all I really had to do was drill a hole in the 2 side. One of the sides had to face in, so what the hell, I picked the 2 side. And then drill another hole right here in the 6. And then what I did is I put a 5/32 hole there and a 5/32 hole there, deep enough to stick the thing on, and then I tapped that hole with a 1032 tap, and I put a 1032 set screw in there and set it down on the flat, and what we have is a functioning tuner with a dice knob and no hole out here. So I don't know, I guess it's going to work. Alright, well, I'm pretty much, I guess, done with the ES335 finally. I mean, I keep saying I am, and then I keep putting something else new on it. The only other thing I could possibly put on it would be homemade custom strap buttons. You know, I don't know. It's got strap buttons. I might make something, and if I do, it'll come up somewhere in the future, but not in a full video just dedicated to strap buttons. But anyway, so I got my dice knobs. I got my stop tail piece made from homemade stuff, and I got my bridge, brass and aluminum, and I got my aluminum pickup surrounds. And then finally, I got my neck nut made of aluminum. And then finally, last but not least, definitely not least, I don't think. I mean, they're kind of cool. I got these dice tuning knobs to match my dice potentiometer knobs. So, finally, I believe the ES335 is officially, for all intents and purposes, finished.